let's look at it this way. There was a perception that was, a major perception was that while equity carries a fair amount of risk, when it comes to debt, the risk is much lower. A lot of people began to start opting for debt funds, right? Because I think till recently it was a very corporate or an institutional market. A lot of retail investors have only recently started buying bond funds.
Yeah.
Right? Now, when you face a situation where you are told that you invested 10 rupees with me, I'm giving you back your 10 rupees after 3 years.
Yes.
Or you're told that wait on for another 1 year and I'll only give your 10 rupees back after 1 more year, even though it was a 3-year kind of a thing. And therefore, do you feel, Surya, that the whole perception in the investor that this competes with an FD, that okay, my return may be subject to market conditions, I may get 7%, I may get 8%, but when you reach a situation where you are probably not even getting your capital back, or just about getting your capital back, or getting it delayed, do you think that's a very serious hit on investor confidence?
I agree with you if this happens, Vivek. The concern is this is not happening in the similar order. So let's take an example, the way you are giving an example over here. I have put in, let's say 100 rupees in an FMP. It's locked in for 3 years. I've done an FMP typically at a coupon of 7% as an example 3 years back, which means over 3 years I would have earned 7 into 3, 21. I'm not adding compounding in this right now.
Sure.
So 21 is what I have earned on an absolute basis.
Sure.
Now, one of the paper defaults. Let's look at an actual example. There's a default in SL paper right now. If not a default, that's not the right word. There's a delay in that till 30th September. Now, there's a delay. So the fund house comes to the investors saying, okay, you have 2 options. Either we do a rollover for the next 1 year, or you have an option to withdraw the money at a discounted value. So now what will an investor do? Logically, if an investor needs the money, he should get out because he needs the money.
But get out at what price?
So I will now coming to that. Capital. So I get out at a certain price. So therefore, the holding in the SL paper in an FMP would be, let's say, 2 to 3% is my holding. So which means an absolute loss of 3% right now for me. So my 100, which has earned 21, becomes 121. Reduce that by 3, which is my absolute loss on that one paper. I'm still able to get back 119. Okay. So my return, which was 7%, now drops down to maybe 6.75% or 6.5%.
Okay.
So it's not that I have lost big time. Yes, I did lose, but the icing or the silver lining could be that your returns are still better than your bank FD post taxes.
Okay.
Because you're getting a 3-year plus, again you are doing an April maturity, so I'm assuming you're getting a 4 years of indexation. So therefore, your return, if not better, will not be lower than a bank FD. So an investor cannot really complain beyond a point. I can understand his grudges. No discounting on that at all.
So you're saying that in all the cases that have come up, the capital and the gains accrued over the last 3 years have been paid out.
Absolutely.
Or will be paid
off. Will be paid off, right. And they are protected only for one paper which has been held in this company, which are not able to repay right now. I'm able to get my money back at a discounted value. Now come to a second set of investors who may complain, logically, rightfully so, but has the holding capacity for 1 more year. Okay. So they should logically opt for the rollover for the next 1 year or whatever period the fund house is requesting them. They have an option. They may get out the money for whatever reason they want to have the money back. However, I believe that they should roll over the money for the next 12 months or whatever period the fund house is saying, because the balance 80, 90, 95% of the portfolio is still a fixed income portfolio. That's also going to earn you some income. Maybe they're going to put the money into a liquid fund or still, but at least it will fetch you some return. And the probability of that balance 3-5%, which is the default paper right now, of coming back to you is reasonably good. I'm not saying it's very high or low, it's reasonably good. And the fund managers will surely do their best of their ability to get the money back. But sometimes it's beyond their control also. So if you get the money back, at least you're earning your interest on that 90-95% of your asset base. And this 5-10%, if you get back, just adds to your overall return. So investor who can hold and wait should roll over their FMPs. If you need the money, as I said earlier, take the money out.